and welcome to Dark Souls 2. That's the game we're playing today, and that's the game we're going to be doing for a little while. We'll be getting back into Corpse Party at some point.
Perhaps you've seen it. Maybe in a dream. A murky, forgotten land.
Oops.
A place where souls may mend your ailing mind. You will lose everything. Once branded. The symbol of the curse. An augur of darkness. Your past, your future, your very light.
Very melty face.
None will have meaning, and you won't even care. By then, you'll be something other than human. A thing that feeds on souls, a hollow. Long ago, in a walled-off land far to the north, a great king built a great kingdom. I believe they called it Drangleic. Perhaps you're familiar. No, how could you be? But one day, you will stand before its decrepit gate without really knowing why.
Okay. Off to find the kingdom. Well, it looks like an old city. It's a play.
Like a moth drawn to a flame. Your wings will burn in anguish. Time after time. For that is your fate. The fate of the cursed.
Leap of faith. That is one strong leap of faith. Oh, and loading screen. Hey, look, we live. Oh, maybe not. And if we go this way a little bit, instead we can find some very fun items. It's a coin. Not as fun as I thought it would be. But a coin. Now we see how that item go. Sometimes you might get people who realize you have the item.
What seems to be the ruckus?
Oh my, your face. The face of the curse. It's an undead. An undead has come to play. They all end up here. All the ones like you. You spoke to that kind old dear, didn't you?
You're finished. You'll go hollow. Yes, you'll become one of them.
Hollows prey upon men, feast upon their souls. This is the fate of the cursed.
Good to know. Sounds like fun.
What is your name?
No, we have to pick a name. Well. Let's go with that, shall we?
At least you know your own name.
Nah, I don't think we do. We just guessed.
Here's your reward for sharing.
Nice.
It's a human effigy.
Well, yes.
Take a closer look.
Who do you think it's supposed to be?
I don't know.
Think back, deep into your past. Yes, it's an effigy of you.
I see. It's good to know. Alright. It's not terrible start. Not a good weapon. Definitely not starting with you. Or you. You're not terrible start. You don't have stats, I do. You have nothing. You're not the worst start. Well, I think if we take you, we could also take Sorcerer. Yeah, let's grab you. For gifts, we got all sorts of yummy great things. Let's get this though. Alright. I don't think it matters much, does it? We can stay normal. Yeah, sure, let's go.
All people come here for the same reason, to break the curse. You're no different, I should think.
I don't know.
Doesn't stand a chance.
How about we embrace
You
the course?
never know.
I'm almost thinking I should
Go
kill
through
you
the
all.
door and trot along to the kingdom.
No.
But
I'll rob
remember,
your house.
hold on to your souls. They're all that keep you from going hollow. Oh, I'll fool you no longer. You'll lose your souls. All of them. Over and over again.
Very rude of you guys to assume I'm gonna fail. Very rude. Wow. Nope. I think I'd rather wear this again. Well, it doesn't matter what pants I wore. On a journey we go. That's back the way we came. The only reason we're doing this is because we have someone to fight back here. Very big footprints. Very big indeed. Buddy? Additional reduction, sure, why not? Freeway. These. People hobble off this way. And I'm going to be doing what is called a despawn run, which means we're going to be killing everything till they no longer spawn and we rest at a bonfire. Which I don't know, this is a bonfire, but I don't want to rest at the bonfire yet. I need this. Oh, yeah, at least we should light the bonfire. But we're not resting at it. We got a job to do. Hey, buddy. As you can see, we're not very good with our swords. Our stabby stabs yet. But we'll get better at some point. As for now, let's try to use magic as a resort for tougher enemies. Ah, yes. Yeah. Stab you in the back. Now, of course, we could always... Bloop. Ha! Shoot me again, bud. Ow, you hit me. Always rude. That was very rude. Little crow buddies and the...
You, give it, Moose. Yes, you! Give it!
I don't got anything for you guys, sorry. Got peace out. Alright, we got this to make. Ooh, that was close. I don't know, that was not worth coming over here for, was it? There's a couple of plants. Please. Next time I might as well just leave them there if I see you next time you come around to any place. Hello. What's that on my shoulder? Interesting. So it's just torn cloth. Yeah. Aha! I have the advantage, my friend. Oh, I am the magician. And that counts as one of 12 passes we have to do. So, we'll have to make sure we count. Which is always fun. Of course, I could skip all the record of us doing that, but that sounds cheap. Plus, it gives you a good idea on how I level up in this game and the way I play. So sometimes I'm going to do despawn in the areas to show what it's like. And some areas, if the video ends, if that's not completed, I might complete the path we were doing, and then have us pick up where that path ended off. But also, we got all our magic back, might as well have fun and use it a little bit. You know? I also have the day, buddy. You're not special. So we don't have to do that again. And that makes 2 passes. dun, dun, dun. I was hoping he'd fall off. Oh well. What? Beat you with my stick. Yeah, that was actually kind of effective. To beat them with the walking stick. Interesting. Hold on, what if I... Alright, wow. I guess we can do this. And for people we don't want to use magic on, just beat them with the... Oh, hey. I'll beat you with my stick. Ouch. That takes some stamina. Beating them with the stick might not be very efficient, but it's fun. Alright, with 3 passes done, we're gonna stop beating people to death with the stick, because it's not currently efficient use of damage. Which is fine. No one says we have to be efficient, as long as we're having fun. Okay, we should probably be at least somewhat efficient. Which is right. There you go. That is 3 of the 12 we have to do. This is definitely a long process. I'm going to do it for as many areas as we can. A few areas I'm not going to. I'm going to skip them. Mainly because they're more annoying than others. It's not too bad. Like, this is a simple, straightforward area. Not a lot of enemies off the paths. It's going to take too much effort to reach, or time. This one's a pretty straightforward area, so we're gonna go through it. I'm debating on how much of a good person we're gonna be for this place. We might go complete jackass and kill a bunch of them, or we might not, and hopefully we can do their quest line. I'm not even excited yet. Have a choice at some point. Regarding that decision, on if I want to kill people for their weapons or not. Soul arrow. Gonna party with a soul arrow. Cause it's party in the USA. Party in the USA. Not really. Well, you could argue that this is an American state, because the state of its citizens are pretty zombie-like. JK, JK, we're joking. Yeah, the entire world's a mess. Every country has their own issues. Just some don't have healthcare. And when you don't have healthcare, you're more likely to end up with people that are zombie-ish. in appearance and maybe health-wise. Like these guys. Look at these poor guys. They got green skin. They don't sound very healthy either. It could be very unhealthy because you be stabbing them, stab, and shooting them with balls of light. Hit me. You listen here. You don't get to stab me after he shoots me. I stab the stabby to you. Alright, come here. We'll do a fun little lesson. This is called slashing. That's called stabbing. That's called impaling. That's called magic. And now we know the different ways we are currently able to kill people. With a slashy slash, a stabby stab, or magic. And possibly impaling them. If we can bring the full weight of our weapon down on their head, of course. I believe that was 4 times running that through. This time we're just going to go full magic to see if we have enough spells to go whomp everything. For anyone who thinks magic is more efficient, we'll show you that it's not even efficient. You can one tap them with stable, or you got 2 tap them with magic. And we're already done 10 spells. We started with 3. Oh well. Ah. As you can see, we don't have that many enemies left. And we still have over 10 spells. So we should, in theory, have enough spells to not have to use our dagger. But of course that doesn't take into account this or one of them uses some sort of bullshit block mechanic. But we have 10 soul arrows left. Which is nice, which is decent. And even with us not one tapping that guy, we are still left with a total of 6 after we kill everyone. And for anyone thinking, oh, what about this guy? Well, we can't really get through him now, can we? Anyone for noticing the ladder? Well, that just takes us back up there. We kick it down in case we ever need to get back up there. Kind of a shortcut, kind of not. For anyone wondering about the white shades that are just running around, those are the players of the game. You see, we also could do this. Instead of going to the first area, we can go to the second area. Switch it up a little bit. See, now we're here. And pop Bippity bop boo. I say, fuck you. Listen, buddy, I ain't the fairy godmother. I'm the fairy godfather. Gotta make a deal if you wanna live. And just like this, down here, up the ladder. Did something somewhere die?
You, give it.
Said, go behind these guys. Oh, you waited till I was nearly done. You could just do this process backwards. Hey. I don't come down there and shoot you with an arrow. The main problem with doing this backwards is... Hi, buddy. I see you. Yeah, people see the big thing over there. The issue is... can't exactly hit him. Our spells don't travel far enough, nor can we get the angle right. And ta-da. See? It's not a lot of benefits to doing it backwards, but it is a possibility that we can do. So I wanted you to be aware that it's something that's possible. It's not really faster to go backwards compared to forwards. It's the same process pretty much. Another way to make this more efficient is just try to keep moving in between spell casts a little bit. Only cast spells, but don't have the opportunity to one-tap the enemy and backstab them. Sprint as much as you can. You can always get a couple feet into each spell cast. But the faster you kill enemies, the faster you can start sprinting to your next location. And then we sprint forward, dodge forward. Giving us quick access to that. And of course this just dropping down is faster than just going down the ladder. Not only does we land closer to our next objective, but we don't have to go as far, so dropping down, nor do we have to climb down the ladder. And with that, we're getting close. I have not been counting at all. That's another thing we can do. Free cast. Like that. The issue with free casting is sometimes you'll still miss. And we don't want to be missing if we can help it. When we're done, we should be close to 7,000 for this area. Hoping we can get it done before the hour's up. That would be very nice. As you can see, we don't have too much stamina, so we kind of gotta be careful with it. Just a little bit. And if you're familiar enough, you know when to run, when not to run, things like that. That I would prefer to be running. Dodge forward, so we don't get hit. Double cast on you, and once you get more efficient, and apparently we died, so that's not helpful to us. Death is not something we want to be doing, and it was gravity that killed me. Which is one of the few reasons why going with the ladder is safer. Now you won't notice it, but if we take off the hood, you'll see that yes, we are in fact zombified. You won't see it very well with our health, but we do have a slight health penalty. You also notice in the bottom corner we have no souls. Why is that? Well, that's because we died. If we died again, we lose it. I'm not gonna die again. Hopefully I'm not gonna die again. Of course, the main benefit to going hollow is some items will make it so the more health you have lost, the more zombie fire you have in total, or health, yeah. The more damage we do, there's a pyromancy flame that will let us do fire damage based on that fact. I think there's a couple items, other items that give us extra bonuses as well. As you can see, got our souls back, but we're still zombified. I'll show you zombified when we get down here. See? That's because to avoid being zombified, we have to use these, and I don't want to use one of those right now. So we'll stay zombified for a little bit. And death is a big part of Dark Souls games, so if you're afraid to die over and over again, you're probably not going to enjoy these games. They are very much trials and perseverance and patience. And like I said, I did miss. That's the issue with Free Fire. Sometimes you can miss if you're not quick enough to home into the next target, or you start casting just a little early, but that's not the worst thing to happen. Another thing, when you despawn, you have to physically kill the enemy for them to stop spawning. So when we clear section A over here, the one we usually start with, we'll have to do section B over there one more time, because we didn't complete that section when we died. All them people with their cool cool old swords running around here. Just like that. Now over here, when we do get over here, there is a trick we can do, as long as we have max stamina, is another pre-fire trick. We pre-fired the spell just a little early, but we were still able to hit, because we were just able to still move far enough ahead to get the lock on. Which is good. I like so. We can even pre-fire these guys. Pre-firing is a really nice trick in these games. In my personal experience anyway. But he didn't stay far enough out for us to pre-fire that time. Which, alright, that's fine. That's why we have a few extra spells. That's why we don't use spells in it. Keep a few extra spells in case we miss. Worst case scenario, we run out of spells and we have to attack with a dagger. We shouldn't have to in this area, even if we spell everyone. But it's good to keep practice of not using spells on everyone. With that in mind, there's plenty of issues with being a spellbinder and not having sword practice. Eventually we will be able to use a sword, which will be good. And you notice, even with the dagger, we're killing them pretty much the same speed, maybe a little faster. That's because we're able to swing the dagger faster than we are able to cast these spells, which is where casting speed comes into play. You don't have a high casting speed. Well, casting speeds, it's okay, it's not bad, but could be better. Now, the issue with having a faster casting speed is pre-firing, like we are doing right now with some enemies, where we start casting spell before we can lock on, is the faster your casting speed, the less time you have for that. Didn't have stamina, it's not bad. But again, one hit from the arrow is not too dangerous. In fact, one hit from the arrows, not too bad of a thing to take. Pre-firing magic in this game it's a skill that takes a lot of lore. And as the spellcast gets faster and faster, you get less and less time to pre-fire. So it gets harder and harder. Now, of course, you don't have to pre-fire. We've learned this once. I missed time my pre-fire and wasn't falling when I cast a spell. Instead I tried casting a spell in midair, which resulted in me punching. And we've seen that I've done it consistently a few times. Now it's getting a little more inconsistent, which is fine. That's not a big deal. Now as we get to bigger areas of the game, I'm not gonna do the full, show the despawn. I'm gonna show you the path I would take to despawn, then I'm going to despawn. See, look, these guys are apparently despawned. So, we go here, we'll see these guys. And not all enemies have the same despawn rate. Some enemies only spawn once, some enemies spawn more than once. But, since it appears the other path is despawned, this should be our last chance to despawn these guys. Again, didn't cast quite quick enough, that was my bad. We did die so that it was not open, so we can go in here and notice nothing else is new in here. That's fine, we don't have to worry about it. Nothing new is nothing new. So now, since it does appear we have officially despawned everything, I'm going to show you that everything's despawned, and then we're going to continue our path to the town up ahead. And that's probably where we will keep this episode tapered off in most likeliness. As you can see, we so far have no enemies. None of our usual corners. That means they're despawned. They stopped respawning. Now this is a neat trick to keep track of how many times you've cleared out an area, because you have to do it 12 times for most enemies. Some will only take once to despawn, because they're a one-time spawn. And a couple places there are a few enemies that I do believe spawn more than 12 times. But all in all, if you've stopped spawning most enemies in an area, you've cleared out the area around 12 times. Now, of course, that's remembering to kill everyone. See, even this is now clear. Despawn. We're out. We're the enemies to fight. Which is great. It's awesome. Even, like, see? No enemies. So, technically, our journey continues by going this way. Now you'll see that we'll continue down a new path. We're going to the next area. There's bloodstains, the messages. I personally don't worry about them, don't read them, don't need them. But yes, you can. And if you want to write your own, you go here, or message, and that can be do with anything. So we'll go musings. We'll find. Let's place this one, and then we'll done. Ah, see, that didn't work. But yeah, so we got praise the sun down here. Or praise the sun or silence. Now we don't have to praise the sun just to ourselves, but you know, praise the sun. Sun Bros is an entire thing, and everyone loves the Sun Bros. Great Covenant, usually good NPCs. They're part of that Covenant. Not really. If you do a Dark Souls 1 playthrough, I'll show you what I mean by Sunbro. I'll show you our original Sunbro and why. I don't know why people like our original Sunbro, but the original Sunbro. In this, it's a statue. In the Force game, it's a guy we collect, and we are here. Well, this is the city, or of course, town, village, whichever you want to call it. This is our friend. Good friend too. See?
Are you the next monarch? Or merely a pawn of fate? Bearer of the curse, I will remain by your side till this frail hope shatters. Take this with you. May it ease your journey. Go on and see the king. He who made Drangleic what it once was. He who peered at the essence of the soul. King Vendrick.
No matter what you say about these games, the voice acting
Bearer
is
of the
almost
curse,
always good.
seek misery. for misery will lead you to greater, stronger souls. You will never meet the king with a soul so frail and pallid. Seek those whose names are unutterable, the four endowed with immense souls. Their souls will serve as beacons. Once you have found them, return here to me, so that hope will not fade away. Bearer of the curse, seek souls, larger, more powerful souls. Seek the king. That is the only way.
Man, she
Lest
talks a
this
lot.
land swallow you whole, as it has so many others.
I'm trying to level up, please. There we go. See, this is where we level up. Boom. So we'll get you up there too. And wow, our strength is pretty low, so is a lot of our stuff. The goal is we're eventually going to have everything. Like we have attunement and intelligence right now, 15. As you can see, attunement controls our slots and our cast speed. This will affect how much we can equip. This will affect our stamina. This mainly just evokes health and a little bit of resistance. You do a lot of things, which is nice. But this is the biggest thing for a lot of resistances, so we're gonna do that right now. And as you can see, we gave her souls and she gave us levels.
Over the hill and past the forest is the king's castle, where a man peered straight into the essence of the soul. But whatever came of it?
I don't know.
Those who come to Drangleic seeking salvation soon lose hope and turn hollow. It happens to them all, sooner or later.
Well, geez.
That blue knight at the base of the tower, his spirit is already broken. Although he
guy.
does offer sound advice.
I don't want his advice.
Perhaps he is a foreshadowing of your own future.
If he is, I'm killing him. Alright, well. We will be leaving this episode off here. We have made it here. We have despawned one area and made it to the next. Which is really a good thing we can hope for. A good accomplishment. So, we'll see you in the next one.